Hey there guys, I'm Jamie and welcome back to Eat Love Protein. I have a new video for you today because we're having a frozen food showdown between Target and Trader Joe's.
Fight!
Losing weight can be really easy when you're first starting and you feel motivated, but where most people fall off the bandwagon is when they're tired or you're not feeling great and you don't have a lot of mental reserve to focus on eating healthy food. That's why I think it's really important to be able to incorporate stuff like frozen foods into your diet, like we're going to talk about today. So by the end of this video, you're going to learn how you can still lose weight all while eating frozen tamales and frozen pork dumplings. By the way, before we get started, if it's your first time here, definitely make sure to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any of my next future, easy to follow, practical weight loss advice. Also, make sure to help me out and grow this channel by dropping a like on this video. Okay, so I've talked a lot on this channel about how I lost a ton of weight, 30 pounds in 1 year, eating a lot of frozen burritos. But eventually I wanted to expand the frozen options that I had at my disposal, so I wound up finding out about two really amazing things at Trader Joe's. The first thing is their soup dumplings, and the second thing is their tamales. But the only problem for me is that there's not really a Trader Joe's close to where I live. And I really hate going there because the lines are super long and it's out of my way. So I was looking for some type of replacement or substitution that I could get on a food ordering app like Instacart. I started searching around and I was able to find out that because Trader Joe's white labels a lot of their products, that means that they're hiring private companies who already make stuff like soup dumplings and tamales to create versions of this food for their store. So I was able to find out that Walmart has what people believe is to be another variation of what Trader Joe's has, but Walmart isn't available on the ordering app that I use. Then I found Target. Target has what I believe is a recreation of the soup dumplings. This seems like it's probably the same company who makes the one for Trader Joe's. So we're gonna be trying that today. And I was able to find that they stock a brand of frozen tamales. So the ones that I like from Trader Joe's are the beef tamales. They listed beef on the ordering app that I used, but I guess it wasn't available at that time. So I substituted for the pork tamales. So I'm really excited to try these out. And I'm going to give you my opinion on how close I think these are to the Trader Joe's versions. Are these going to be able to replace Trader Joe's for me? Or am I going to have to keep trekking over there and waiting in line to get their versions? So let's get to the taste test. We'll be taste testing these soup dumplings first. Before I get started with taste testing the soup dumplings, let's talk about the nutrition information on both of them. So on the Trader Joe's version of the soup dumplings, this is what the calorie information says. It says that one container is 170 grams with 270 calories per serving. And pretty much besides that, what I'm looking at is added sugars, only 2 grams of added sugars, so that's pretty low sugar, and 14 grams of protein. That's what the Trader Joe's version has to offer us. That would be compared to this version that they have at Target. Let me just get a close-up of the nutrition facts. Okay, this whole container has 270 calories, so I think that's pretty much the same. 3 grams of total sugar, so 1 gram more. Not the best, but still pretty good. And then 18 grams of protein. So I'm really excited to give these a try and see how similar I think that they taste to the Trader Joe's ones. Okay, so here is what they look like when they're done. They look a little bit different from the ones at Trader Joe's. Ones at Trader Joe's are usually like a little more even shaped, and I would say that they all kind of look more like this one in the front, but this one's got some curly guys going on. And then the other thing about it is that I started with the lowest temperature setting on the microwave, but that didn't work and they weren't cooked all the way, so I had to use more like 2 minutes. The preparation method for these is a little bit different from the ones at Trader Joe's. The Trader Joe's ones, they have you just snip off the corner of the plastic, put it in the microwave, and 2 minutes or whatever, something like that. This one has you take the plastic off and then put a damp paper towel over it. So I found that interesting, and now let's see what they taste like. Really good. I think the Trader Joe's pork ones are more ginger than this one, but I think overall just a little sweeter. If I had to say, I think I like the Trader Joe's one just a little bit more. I like the ginger forward flavor of that one, and I also like that it's a little less sweet, a little more savory. I find the Trader Joe's ones to be like a little more salty, which I personally like, but these from Target would definitely, could replace them for me, and I think that they're really good. I'll definitely be ordering these again for sure. It's nice to have the convenience to be able to order them from the app versus having to go. Next time I might try to look up the Trader Joe's directions and prepare these Target ones using the same directions as that, because I think that the Trader Joe's ones get steamed more when you keep the plastic wrap over it versus this one had you take it off and put a damp paper towel on top, but I don't know. I just don't think it worked as well. So I might try that in the future, because this is like when a skin kind of goes over milk or something. And it's not bad, but I just feel like the Trader Joe's ones come out softer. Overall, really, really great. A great replacement for me that I'll be able to order from the Instacart app, so I'm excited about that. I do like the Trader Joe's ones just a little bit more, but I definitely think this one is a really solid replacement. Now it's time to give these tamales a try. Before we get started with the tamale taste test from Target, let's talk about the nutrition facts for both of them. So the Trader Joe's ones are 2 tamales per serving, 140 grams, and the serving size is 1 tamale. So it's 240 calories per tamale with 12 grams of protein and 0 grams of sugar. So that's really pretty good. So now let's take a look at the stats on these ones. The serving size for this one is 2 tamales, which I find kind of interesting. I don't know if they're gonna be like really small or something, but this says that 2 tamales is 85 grams. That 2 tamales is 220 calories, I guess. I find that hard to believe, but I haven't looked at them inside the bag. So like I said, I don't know, maybe they're really small. And then it has 0 grams of sugar. I really appreciate that. And 7 grams of protein. The only losing factor for these for me right now is that it seems like the Trader Joe's package of them has 24 grams of protein for 480 calories, which that's more like what I'm looking for. That really fits into my kind of dietary, desires out of these tamales, I guess. So it's kind of a bummer, even though it's twice as many calories, like 480 for 24 grams of protein. It's kind of a bummer for this that it's 2 tamales for only 7 grams. So I don't know, what would that be if this was double? I guess it would be pretty close. So 4 tamales would be only 7 grams of protein. Like, I don't know why there's such a discrepancy between the amount of protein in this and the other ones, except for the fact that those are beef, these are pork, but I don't think that should really make that big of a difference. So I don't understand if there's maybe more filler in this or something, like more fillers. Like, I mean, the ingredients list is pretty small, but I don't know, maybe when I eat them, maybe this has more matzah and the other one has more filling or something, so maybe it will become more clear when I actually try these. So let's give them a shot. I'm gonna be making them in the microwave like I usually do with the Trader Joe's ones. Okay, so here they are, fresh out of the microwave. Some problems already is that it was really, really hard to open. It seems like they are maybe small. I don't know. I have to see what they look like after I unhusk them. But also, they are super messy. These were really messy, and I had to wash my hands even just microwaving them. So messy food isn't always better, especially when the Trader Joe's ones are not messy at all. So that's kind of a con for me, but let's try to unhusk them and see what that looks like. So here is kind of what they look like unhusked. Again, super messy. I had to wash my hands while I am trying to get these out. Or sorry, not wash my hands, but wipe them off. When I'm trying to go for a quick lunch, because I'm busy, I'm not really trying to like wash my hands 5 times while I'm preparing it, you know what I mean? Something about the way that they're packaged, like, okay, a pro is that you get a lot of these, you get a dozen, even though they are kind of skinny and small, so it's like 6 of the Trader Joe's ones. Whew, almost lost one. But it's like 6 of the Trader Joe's ones because they're kind of small. But a con of that is that they're all packaged together. So I had to kind of like fight and cut some off because I wanted to try to recreate how much I eat with Trader Joe's when I'm eating the beef ones. So I had 2. I normally have 2 with the Trader Joe's. So I guess I made 4 of these. It was also really hard to make less than 4 just because of the way that they were frozen together. But let's give it a try and see how it tastes. It's pretty good. The matzah is like a little dry. I don't know if that's because I might have microwaved it like a minute too long. The inside filling is kind of spicy, kind of like a Slim Jim level of spicy. I would love to try the beef ones from this brand to have a real one-to-one comparison because like the filling is a little dry, but it's also kind of hard to compare the pork to the beef. And I know that I don't like the Trader Joe's has a pork one and I don't like that as much. What I really don't understand is the nutrition facts. There's so little matzah in my opinion, like the matzah layer seems really thin. So I don't understand how there's so little protein. Like supposedly all 4 of these, there's only 14 grams of protein. Like that doesn't even seem right. Like look at how much of the one cylinder is actually meat. Like that's how thin the layer is of the matzah. So it's really a lot of meat filling. Here it's kind of like breaking off. Maybe you can kind of see it. But yeah, I really don't understand. I don't know, maybe they need to redo the nutrition facts. Like, that just seems wrong. It does not seem like with this much pork that it's only 14 grams of protein. Overall, I don't think that these will be replacing the Trader Joe's tamales for me, but I would love to try the beef ones, maybe give it another shot, and see how I feel about those. Now I'm gonna finish up the rest of this. Okay, editor's note, I actually wound up throwing the rest of it away after this video. So I don't recommend these. I really did not enjoy eating them. So who's winning today's frozen food showdown? For me personally, I think it's Trader Joe's. Target is a real strong competitor when it comes to the soup dumplings. The pork soup dumplings from Target are really, really good. I think that is something I would be ordering again. The tamales from this company, I'm not a big fan of. They're technically not a Target brand product. This is just a brand of tamales that's sold in Target, but overall I found them to be too salty and too spicy. Unfortunately, I just really didn't enjoy eating them. I can't recommend them. I might be open to trying their beef tamales to see if it's maybe a better comparison to the Trader Joe's ones. I just wasn't able to get that this time. But overall, I will probably be skipping these pork tamales in the future, leaving Trader Joe's our clear winner of today's frozen food showdown.
Fatality.
So thank you so much for watching this far. I really, really appreciate it. And if you decide to give any of these a try, whether it's the Trader Joe's frozen food or these Target ones, definitely feel free to let me know what you think in the comments below. My overall food philosophy is that you should love what you eat. You don't have to give up, cut, or limit carbohydrates, fats, or proteins. These are the 3 building blocks of all food, and you shouldn't restrict yourself in any of them. And losing weight doesn't mean that you have to stop partying or going out to eat or going on vacation or whatever it is that you want to do. And it doesn't mean that you have to cut out frozen foods either. You just have to be smart about it. So if you want to keep coming on this journey with me, to build muscle, lose weight, and love what you eat, then definitely make sure that you subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any of my future videos. If you like this video, make sure that you leave it a like because it really does help me out. By the way, if you want to get a weekly email with updates about the channel, including text version of the recipes that I post here, then definitely go to eatloveprotein.com and sign up for that. Also, if you want to tip the show and support more free, actionable advice to lose weight that really works just like this, then make sure that you go to eatloveprotein.com/support and donate to the show. And hey, if you're looking for a video to watch next, my last food review video where I checked out the healthy cereal Magic Spoon. Or if you want to see my last video about how else you can fit pre-packaged foods into your diet while you're trying to lose weight, then check out my Instant Pot Life Hacks video that I did where I talk about that. Just check out these two videos that popped up on the screen for you. I hand selected them for you, so I know you'll love them. Thank you so much again for watching today's episode of Eat Love Protein, and I'll see you next week. Goodbye for now.